ene ye ba be ko nipa ye de kwako gina Witnessbox mu ene eye Honorable Alexander Kwame na Afenyo Markin. E de Afenyo Markin kwako gina mu ni ye bebisa Afenyo Markin very simple and basic question. Okay, is Afenyo Markin e can same way.
Honorable Atu Forsen. Is the same Atu Forsen. Atu, is it the same you? Is this Atu Forsen? Hey, Atu. Hey, Atu. Hey, Atu Forsen.
Well, Atu Forsen seems to have dodged Afenyo Markin. The Attorney General of Ghana seems to have dodged Afenyo Markin in opposition for omo chechere ensembi edit to aban we so. Maka say NPP for no one will say omo try every now and then say na be yanko menya single fault to be our aban we ho. Ba so omo ya omo nsanka. Enra me yi video bi kire wa NPP for ekwagina ho say omo koye press conference dey na omo de kwakoya omo say John Domini mama mamumu no aban na de nsa akoka contingency fund bi ho a according to them and say nka aban na de nsa eka. That is what they said. But ye maami we and Afenyo Markin no di kan suma ne say onko abonten no onko kasa.
The Attorney General's letter speaks for itself. It directed the governor of the Bank of Ghana to give effect to the release of funds from the contingency fund, notwithstanding the pending Ghanaian proceedings. Yet the Ministry of Finance subsequently announced that the 350 million cedis had been released, while the court process remained unresolved. The unavoidable question, therefore, is how did the money move? Any competent Attorney General could have secured the lawful release of these funds within 24 hours by moving the court, disclosing the agency, and letting the judicial process work as it was designed to. The flood victims of this country deserved the Attorney General. They did not get him. The minority caucus accordingly calls on the Attorney General and Minister of Justice to resign forthwith. Should he fail to do the honorable thing, we call on the President, who swore an oath to preserve, protect, and defend this Constitution, to relieve him of office without delay.
All right, Rikus, I think, sir, I don't know if your mom so do you also get to see the same thing as Rikus at Ebana? Rikus say he doesn't see the person talking, but he only sees me. So I don't know where the fault is coming from, but maybe I have to check again. Priscilla Cook, he or she only also gets everything correct, because I'm also monitoring here and I see it. But anyway, sometimes network happens like that. And Timon was a mammy in a Beijing Hoka say, President Amayako 350 million from the contingency fund. Enti on two baby a buying is can free because contingency fund no. Yeah, the court of the tabua to Simo be and Sanka. NPP member of parliament. But when him say, Yama, I'm going to cancer. I'm for the house, parliament in Ankasemu, Honorable Alexander Kwame na Afenyo Markin, so can the same thing.
The spokesperson for government on his feet indicated that the government has drawn funds from the contingency account, an amount of 350 million Ghana cedis. The statement by the government communication minister, as well as the statement from the Ministry of Finance, that indeed, pursuant to the approval by the Finance Committee of the House on the 30th of June for the withdrawal of an amount of $350 million in cedis, in accordance with Article 177, Mr. Speaker, is false. Mr. Speaker, it is false because the contingency fund has suffered a Ghanaian order from the court. When they went for the withdrawal, the Attorney General himself advised the governor that account has been injuncted. They could not withdraw from the account. Yes. Mr. Speaker, They therefore use another government account without Parliament approval. Upon what authority did government go into other accounts to withdraw money? Mr. Speaker, they have breached the Constitution using a national emergency to do that which was not authorized by Parliament.
All right. So utie Honorable Alexander Kwame Afenyo Markin. Kama pa. Mau TV, Charlie Viabo there. And I send you the link in the picture on Sakaya, ubitimi account me in the comment section. Utie Honorable Alexander Kwame Afenyo Markin. On the status ejuma we no say contingency fund no court at the tabwa to say mo bia mfa ne nsa enka. Enti kwan be na President John Dramani Mahama ene na Attorney General ene Finance Minister faso a omunya sika say yemfa nkoma nadmo emfa nkọ hwe omo a flood na atoyere nchem to omo no na omunya sika ne fiye. That was a very, very simple message, right? But one me nya adwen obetimi aka ne bim. Francisca, osi bia ya okay. So their message or the question they were asking is a contingency fund and no. There is a family in Ghana, almost a buyer Jomasase. And then because they wanted a buyer to pay them, no, almost they are buying sikano in a contingency fund in a court and a court data about to say until sa buying between your nobody needs to touch that contingency fund. Ghana need this Ghana of court and a court also said there be a cano. At the tab, to say contingency fund no, my fire and sanka. Now, baby, some say contingency fund then. Contingency fund and a fund be a President John Dramani Mahama first administration no. And on my parliament, and say the two horse Sato Yeran Chembi to your minima, as ye nyesi instantly, yitimidi yensa ekoka, as some emergency fund, Mamin Kanisa, and a edaho. And a court of a Ghana DNM told Tabuato to say, Mo be am fan and cancer escano. As you. That's it. Enti, Sena in so far nipa e one crano. Na Afenyo Markin NPP for no. Or more tab minus a minor than Sabaka contingency fund. Now, what happened? Say, at Jem 2 year, President John Dramani Mahama, Finance Minister, released 350 million. My found cost of it, some problems. No. And Attorney General, a true letter. At the core Bank of Ghana, because Bank of Ghana Nikita Sesikano. Say Bank of Ghana released 350 million. Then found cost of it, some problem. No. And when a Bank of Ghana can say, oh, there be contingency fund there. Bank be the tabwa to say me and fire and sanka. Until that means a intimate fire and sa enkoka. Per the Constitution of Ghana, I mean kind the right article, I think it's Article 171. I mean kind Article 171. Nema ewohonyina emfanchiro. Because sometimes in growth way, uno mu dia go na hwe ni ya, they will deceive you. That is how NPP before adwuma mu ye wo man num nyina etie. Enti they were thinking say Article 171 of the Ghana Constitution says say advances may be made from the contingency fund when the committee responsible for finance measures in Parliament is satisfied that there is an urgent or unforeseen need for expenditure. So Article 171 they say bibi to atoyere nche bi to ye e wo manum na ye ni sika de ya the finance minister ebetumi aba Parliament Select Committee on Finance on case on Parliament Committee for you know and as a Parliament dan mu nyina o Parliament Committee on Finance no da koto manim say atoyere nche ma to ye sika emergency because ye ade a ye plan ye ensu ebeto no enya ade na obi anim se ensu ebeto afa nipa enti mo ma ye mfa ye nsan koka contingency fund ne pa underline the word contingency fund two nyina I'm building a case. That is why I'm mentioning contingency fund. And the time of finance minister, yes, so quite just can say Parliament Select Committee on Finance there. I'm on the green light already. Or call or Cotti say send a contingency fund and Casano. Yeah, the tabo atoso. Now, that is where we put Honorable Alexander Kwame Afenyo Markin in the witness box. Listen to me here very carefully. Honorable.
Order in the court.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
Very carefully. Honorable Kwame Alexander Afenyo Markin. Epacho, me the document bi ba be kyerɛw. You are in the witness box now. Me the document bi ba be kyerɛw. Se me bisa document no na se wani ehu bi a. Me bisa se wani ehu na ane ene dabi answer me pa no. Me mpese obeka kasa dodo bi a kyerɛ me. Honorable Alexander Kwame na Afenyo Markin, I put it to you. The budget statement and economic policy of the government of Ghana for the 2025 financial year presented to Parliament by Dr. Kesel Ato-Forson MP, Minister of Finance, on Tuesday, March 11, 2025, on the authority of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana. A particular document to what will be that and now who be that. Yes, my lord, Mahubida.
Order in the court.
What will document will be that? Honorable, Mr. Rawo, we are sure the document to what will be. Me pesa honorable nankasa na mama answers. Honorable say na near who be there. I'm going to put you on another test. Honorable, Mr. Rawo, so when near who be there. Me do call the same document now say when near who no be. Me pacho your appendix 4A on this same document. Document I think say 258 pages. But on appendix 4A, the patch of N that's ya churo be contingency. The patch of paragraph 41. Honorable, Sike sha non over 4 billion Ghana cedis. And a sheho, the patch honorable one who's up the paragraph will be about parliament. Ema mu yinamu bo mu and I'm approve ye uhu ya na se who answer yes or no. Mr. Mempe kasa dudu bia because obe kasa and the bia Mr. Yes or no? My lord, Epacho, mani ehu bi.
Order in the court.
Excellent. Epacho, sa contingency no fi se dey dey. That is the question I'm asking you. Abusafo, I'm going to make you the jury, but I need to explain something to you here. All of us listen to it very, very carefully. The contingency fund now, me di chire on appendix 4A of the 2025 budget statement, you know. You have an amount of 439.96 million Ghana cedis and a daho. And no, adia yede say, abayin way any minyan senti. Aside the contingency fund na, pay the constitution ya chatu wadadano. The finance minister in 2025 budget and added this particular amount, ekoto baby, says should something happen to us, na ye here emergency funder, it me call the answer ko boss sika wem. Sa sika we in parliament a pass dada. Enti atoyere nchem to ye ya ye wura to force ne attorney general ne president John Dramani Mahama call say omo kodo omo nsa akoka contingency fund na ye se ye de tabo akoto so no. Omo kodu ho no mo se ye de tabo da so no. And then they came back into the 2025 budget statement, right? Under appendix 4A, paragraph 43 hono. And omudo monsa ko bo sa contingency fund num eno mu yiye 350 eno omude ko ma nadmu se mo fan solve problem no. E pa cha odin ebone e na aban we yaye. In the comment section obetim do adwen chiraba. Honorable, maybe so I put it to you, dear Bonnie, and I buy we aye. Answer us. Honorable, we are all here. What's a witness box more? And then what about court? And then the court I am the judge. Order in the court.
Order in the court.
Excellent. And I'm do a witness box. And then we are cross-examining your integrity. We are cross-examining your faithfulness towards Ghana. So ato yerenchem ato apem Ghana for a jajo and a binding nim nyansanti in the 2025 budget and appendix 4A no work to on contingency a different from the contingency fund and they na ujina court or ujina parliament wa na wo ye no honorable me pache bi say 2025 budget no o kan bi ana wan kan bi dey na o ka kira ato force
Honorable Ato Forson is the same Ato Forson. Ato, is it the same you? Is this Ato Forson? Hey, Ato. Hey, Ato. Hey, Ato Forson.
Excellent. Excellent. Order.
Order in the court.
Excellent. Inti Ato Forson nim nyansa. And aside the contingency fund, no, or say another contingency over 400 million. They call two baby. When we say under your administration, can you for that kwa jisi can not be a kinky party? No way. One year beyond to her. So you people did not know. Say at a force and any minyansa. I don't know how NPP for him was at home. And him was here galore. And then the court will say, she honorable Alexander Kwame Afenyo can say there is a contingency amount in the 2025 budget under Appendix 4A. And on that honor. This is my simple explanation. Into a buying a coin, a buying a coin, honorable also when you Jimmy. Honorable. What will say when you Jimmy? And then you cross examine. Pay your own understanding about the 2025 budget. Saying now they will be call home. Budget in the 2 when you know honorable what kind and one kind. Now me a day how many say, my many money by a press conference no honorable mammy. Say what to bossy. A kind budget near me or budget wha I parliament honibia budget statement come a be and Afenyo Markin small and Kawoma. NTA per article 177 no parliament na ne vote self fans no ye nyusi. Eyamo na mo ka ho bi. Now say name nyina mani magimi NPP for o ka kire say party no. The reason why they are over ration na one to mo bo a mo ma power da no. Ubi so mo a are you saying is a flood victims who should not be receiving emergency support honorable? That is the question we are putting it up to you in this court. But mo bi anyedi muntie me ye.
Order in the court.
What I say? And some ye bi so honorable no. So honorable. Nipa na nsu afom no. Wo wani nje ho say ombenya support and as a day. And as you challenging the purpose and the process of both, the hen is a challenge. And now we in a parliament and NPP party. Oh, Gumeni must make opposition a check. Man, you don't want power, pay and power, dear. Mummabium. My main say, another third question. Say, finance committee approve dear. What exactly makes it unconstitutional? Because the OTA, honorable Alexander Kwame Afenyo Markin, wahaya. Or say, Sikano, a unconstitutional. Afenyo Markin, honorable, my honorable, so this will become a or parliament. The
spokesperson for government on his feet indicated that the government has drawn funds from the contingency account, an amount of 350 million Ghana cedis. The statement by the government communication minister, as well as the statement from the Ministry of Finance, that indeed, pursuant to the approval by the Finance Committee of the House on the 30th of June for the withdrawal of an amount of $350 million in cedis, in accordance with Article 177, Mr. Speaker, is false. Mr. Speaker, it is false because the contingency fund has suffered a garnishee order from the court. When they went for the withdrawal, the Attorney General himself advised the governor that account has been injuncted. They could not withdraw from the account. Yes. Mr. Speaker, they therefore used another government account without Parliament approval. Upon what authority did government go into other accounts to withdraw money? Mr. Speaker, they have breached the Constitution using a national emergency to do that which was not authorized by Parliament.
One was honorable when you made me. Honorable, what was it when you made me? You can't contingency fund. You can't paragraph the same appendix 4A or 2025 budget in another contingency share. Honorable, unkind. Take your time and read. Honorable Mr. When we and him go see ebe count. The way some of us respected you, no, and yet what you may say, honorable Afenyo Markin, we you. I said, oh, pretty too much. But NPP for me, Nima de Kunta Muntimin Sake Papai. Me pa jo she NPP ni bia na won ne kasa ka che ne se wo de wo ba hwe show bi ye fe we Munufie's court we be do be ginam na wan to bo ase ne bu ase ne be kan na sa court na me kire o se 2025 budget ne yo ba bi ho e for appendix 4A paragraph 43 of the appendix 4A your contingency be ho e ho na aban we call your ordinary sakobom mesra ma menye ni si na hwe ni yie se unhu document ni yie nso a ubetimi aka akire me na ma ya ama what I say ba che so hwe na unhu ni ya we just send me message oh me hu ni yie na me nkire wo yie na nkrofo wo ma bon omunsua de presela me da munyina se ha ma menya ma say na amount na doge yi man kan yie kura he na man kan kire me ma menye ni say mo hu ni clear sika na hye ho kete enti ase fa Afenyo Markin kura ni mate e doge no nti wa hu court we do wuram say kuro utiate aha ba cha ope bia you can send me in the comment section meet me send do be and I say Google 2025 budget statement at forcing a present here on the floor of parliament. Enti Afenyo Markin say uko gina o ka say na parliament en pass e bia sin ko isika parliament wona pass e. Wona pass budget statement we say we ni my kan kire wasa. What dey say na mo say amobombo no kro do ma chale. E be haji. E ba che na show e bidie boga e na ahye asene. Tie de bidie boga na ko bidie boga de e bidie bi a uyisu a eni misi o. Ubetimi de kolpota kwesi ubedum wonu aduane ko bia hu se wanu ahwe enti bidie boga de mpa chew se wo Ghana ba bia na opese order ne doso pro a fa WhatsApp line da so ene the normal number ne 055-839-6745 ena WhatsApp ye 020-800-7208 pa chew peki any of these numbers se order obetimi da bro according to bidie boga for no se wa manone ana wo any part of the world bia no here be a the WhatsApp mo on bebrel bidie bogai ebi but you take your time because how the year juma we how en to your boss ya enye na ade ba ko a Honorable Alexander Kwame na Afenyo Markin what the mama can message me ya meyi Afenyo Markin eni ato forcing mu ku share bi chale no mu didi meyi ni nyina akiro na ye ku bisa no question say o ne akwa we didi usu nya no nso a o pese upini no na sa pini we si an to your boss ya that means you go Afenyo Markin ni masekeke into the be a be chiro ba bia no motia no mudidi na wa hwebi President Cook Afenyo Markin becomes bold and unruly whenever that NPP speaker is in the chair sa not here so onim say when the party ninti oni ni ko din turabom ba mudi nturo no parliament ho wi a opia bonte so the document no ene bebo ba cha oni me ya adwen. Was it NDC who employed the public servant who they met at post and who were perpetuating these nefarious activities? So you want to offload what they have inherited on them. That won't happen. Meanwhile, Charles Bruce and the buyer. Priscilla say, I'm on spot to spot this kind of things, right? Priscilla, because I have time for this kind of research. And then, as I indicated earlier on, I have an agent. Literally, if I command the agent, or scan it, I know the results in Abreme. That is how I do. I teach AI. I teach AI, and so I go YouTube now call AI with William. I've been teaching a lot of AI there. My agent be my agent, and how I've trained the agent, whatever be a document, be about explaining that. That is what my agent does. Open agent be answer about your country. I can build an agent for you. Francisca say, is it not the same money they used for COVID? Don't mind them. Those kind of people, that is how they've been operating. And people for Sahanomotie. We do much at the Bianon, but more kasa. Sahanomotie. Anthony say, minorities asking the AG to resign for fear of being jailed someday. So Musuru. Omni so mbe mo say omde butreka ko no. Dare no matise say no pa omde butreka ko. Me ra ho pa nyamede. So motimi de butreka pa mamo butreka de ko sa ne de chale wanya de. Ba oni bibi on a more serious note no. Honorable Alexander Kwame na Afenyo Markin. Ene ato. A yen A ato no. Motimi ko isia so ko san kwan yo. Rehwe mo ha.
Okay, let me record it again.
I'm saying that the Bentley boy, me, right. I'm more handsome than the Bentley boy. I am. He should rate it. I am saying so.
So you want NDC and NPP to debate again?
Yeah, we want NDC and NPP to debate again.
Hey.
They should debate.
We are brothers.
Thank you.
Regardless of our politics.
So congratulations, Dr. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. My evening.
You see, yeah, coming. So you're 3 months older than me.
I'm older than you. That is 3 months or 4 months. Come and sing happy birthday.
Oh, come on, it's okay. It's fast.
No, like.
Interior Minister of Finance, ene na downfall. Ena mo hwebo mu sa na ochale fantifo mienu mu si a chale mo di nkomo sa so twene ho a na obewone pian sa na Afenyo Markin tie. Obeye te se onimu ba bia no so nya one other hetel. Anyway, there is the debate with Munufie na the Afenyo Markin about court. The port about
Order in the court.
Excellent. Yanko, Speaker of Parliament. The Speaker of Ghana's Parliament. NPP. Member of Parliament, be said. Also, on TSS, Attorney General the document, and the bill about Parliament say, yeah, be establish tribunals in the country. Also on TV that the Speaker beside the questions, me also say Karachi could do via Okusu.
Members don't have that state of mind that the word tribunal by implication means something bad or wrong. Don't have that. Honorable member, where did you study? Every lawyer knows that tribunals is part of the system of a justice system everywhere in the world. And that perception that you are holding and telling me that it can't leave your mind is a sickness. Yes. Please, you have tribunals even in the traditional system. No, I'm not debating. No, I'm guiding him. I'm guiding him because if, for example, in the chieftaincy, he is invited to appear before a tribunal, with that perception in his mind, he will start having the usual amicus publicus. You see, you start making judgments even before you go through the due process, because you are in the court of public opinion. And I don't want us to have that. Let's open it up. Yes, there were ills, there were problems, but it's a useful tool, and you all still today appear before international tribunals. So you can't just generalize that once you hear the word tribunals, it's something bad and it must be rejected. Even today, they say exist internationally. In international law, we have them. So please, I don't want you to have that state of mind. Let's open up our minds to discuss it. Whatever we see that was ill with the one that was operating during the PNDC era, we do away with it. That's why you are members of parliament. Please, let's be open-minded. That is the kind of fundamentalism that is creeping into our body politics, and then the parties cannot build compromises or consensus in many issues. And we are stuck here. We are not developing. If at the end of the day we come to a decision that what they are proposing is not correct, it's our duty. We make the law. We have to correct it. Please, you are at liberty to fire on. Please, go on.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.
Animguasia to was an away. Tenimguasiana chewa, say an away. Craching and I own sunyade. Credit to Joy, or an I own sunyade. Speaker besides Oko school, anyway, I leave it to your judgment. For one time, Afenyo is not a fool. He's doing just that. He is doing just what the NPP wants. He's doing that to sound like they have numbers and be destructive. That is their modus operandi. Number 78 or 76, or yes, I don't know, they are more powerful, yet they are nothing. That was true. And this is about power and Afenyo said that, yeah, it's a meeting. If any of you had stumbling block whilst I was live streaming on any internet or something because Riku's ekai. Now, I'll try to check what is happening because yesterday I also had the same grievance from people. And when I started, the stream went off. But I think maybe tomorrow we're gonna fix all those kind of things. Until maybe basically we're back again. What I say, bye bye.
Hello, my name is Amma, and today I'm cooking with WECAC charcoal briquettes. I love using WECAC because the briquettes burn longer, produce less smoke, and help me save money on cooking fuel. What makes them even better is that they're made from recycled farm and municipal waste, helping to protect our forests while giving us a cleaner way to cook. Whether you run a senior high school kitchen, a restaurant, a hotel, a catering business, or simply cook for your family, WECAC is the smart and environmentally friendly choice. Call 055 839 6745 or 0208 0072 08 today to place your order. WECAC Company Limited. Cleaner fuel, longer burning, a greener future for Ghana.
Talking, but they didn't know the battles I was fighting deep down in my soul. The wind took my harvest, the storm shook my ground, but somewhere in the silence, your mercy still sounded when everything was falling apart.